Hi, Brian Stecker here again, certified personal trainer and baby boomer fitness expert, where today I'm going to talk about my top weight loss tips for men over the ages of 50 and 60. And this is for the time frame of 7 weeks to 15 weeks. This is the second video in our series here, my top weight loss tips. About 3 years ago, I did my top weight loss tips, but I wanted to get a little bit more specific as I've been getting emails about, well, where should I really put my focus outside of the tips that I gave you. So I wanted to kind of break down kind of like my mindset is when I meet with somebody here at Boomer Fitness or that I've trained in the last 15 years of kind of the progression that I'm thinking about when working with a new person. So the first thing that I like to focus on is nutrition. And if you haven't had a chance yet, go down in the comment section and in the description section. And what I want you to do is I want you to watch the video of weeks 1 through 6. And if you haven't, and if you're just starting out, I want you to start there. But if you've done those steps, these are the next foundational pieces. It's like building a house. Like if I were to give you everything right away and started here, and that's like where a lot of people start, and then they fail and they get frustrated and they quit. That's why I like to start with those first 6 weeks, because you're building a foundation to the house, and if you don't have that foundation, it comes collapsing down. So it's really important you get those down. So this is week 7 to 15, things that I start to direct. So number one thing, you can't have a weight loss transformation unless that you take care of your nutrition. You can't outwork a bad diet. You've probably heard that before. So I want you to get your laptop. I've got mine here. And then I want you to pull up Google. I'm not pulling up Google because my password's here and I want to save you the time. But pull up Google and then type in TDEE calculator. What that is going to do for you is that's going to give you a projection about your weight, your age, and how many calories that you're burning per day. Now, we all know a pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So if you want to lose 1 pound of fat per week, if you want to lose 2 pounds of fat per week, you're going to need to burn 500 calories a day, or you need to burn 1,000 calories a week in order to lose 1 to 2 pounds. Okay? Now that we got the foundation out of the way, we can start building. These are building blocks to your house. So now that you're knowing the specific calories you need, you want to cut 500 calories off the top of that. Okay, so that's how much you're going to focus on with your nutrition and your calories. So say, for example, you're burning 3,000 calories a day. Now your goal is only 2,500 calories, because that is going to give you a 500 calorie deficit. You're going to lose 1 pound and you can make the rest up through your activity. Next thing is now you have your calorie targets. Now we gave you that specific list of food, and you've been getting really good at finding the foods that worked best for you. The other part of that food list that is so powerful is that people, they start these crash diets, and then inevitably, what happens. What happens? Leave me a comment in the comment section. They end up gaining it all back. The purpose of the food list is to find the foods that you like. That's the purpose of the first 6 weeks. Now that we found the foods that you like to eat, now we're going to give you specific calorie targets around that and specific macro targets to hit that are going to support your bigger and larger goals. So good targets to start with are like 30% protein, 30 to 40% protein, 40 to 50% carbs, and then 20 to 30% fat. So those are good macronutrient targets. So we'll start there. Now we'll go to the next step. So we're going to keep that habit in place of weighing ourselves daily on our electronic scale, because that's going to get our weight. And not only going to get our weight, it's going to get our body fat percentage, and you're logging that every day. And what that's going to let us do is keep it in front of mind to keep all of our habits the rest of the day. A little thirsty here. Get some water. It's good to have your water, so I hope at home you have your water. All right, so you got your water. Okay, and you weighed yourself first in the morning. First thing you do when you woke up, you hopped on the scale, you saw your body fat, you saw your weight, you logged it down. You're still going to have your daily step goals of 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day. And then maybe we adjust those if you're starting to hit some plateaus based off your daily weigh-ins. And then and you're going to do your calisthenics because we're going to continually work on our mobility. And then we're going to focus on exercise. Now we're going to have some fun. We're going to go into the gym. And this is usually where we set ourselves some goals for ourselves. We set ourselves a strength goal. So maybe you have a goal like, hey, you know what? I want to bench press 225 pounds. Or maybe you want to do your first pull-up. Or maybe you want to master the deadlift. So we set a strength goal. Then we set an endurance goal. Maybe you have a goal to run a 5K, maybe a 10K, maybe a half marathon. I don't know what your goal is. And then a mobility goal. Something that we've done here is we started a stretch workshop that we do Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we just did it because people were telling us about it for like 5 years, and we finally listened. So we did it. And people absolutely love having that mobility goal. And they actually, Paul, one of our trainers here, he's in his 70s, he actually said it's greatly improved his resistance training workouts. So that's why we do the daily calisthenics too. So set yourself a mobility goal. Maybe take a yoga class or a mobility session once a week. Now supplements. You're still using your base level supplements. Things that I would enter into your plan would be stuff like branched chain amino acids. What that's going to do is, you're doing more workouts. That is going to help you recover from your workouts. Maybe a good pre-workout supplement. It's just going to help you have a really good focus with your workouts, so that way you can stay focused throughout your workouts. And then possibly a fat burner. Fat burns, there's some good ones out there, bad ones out there. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But basically what that does is it helps with appetite suppression, and it also, sometimes people get hungry, but also it's got caffeine, so it helps you with your mental focus throughout your workout. So your base level supplements, and you've got some performance-based supplements there. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab a piece of paper right now, find out what your TDE is right away, download that MyFitnessPal, and then start logging your foods in there based off the calorie targets to lose that 1 pound or 2 pounds per week. Check in daily, check in 2 to 3 times per day. How are you doing with your steps? Weigh yourself every morning to make sure you're losing that body fat. And then add in 2 60 to 90 minute workouts that have a strength base, an endurance base, and a mobility based goal. You got to have a goal. You got to know why you're going to the gym. So many people fail because they go to the gym like, I have to work out, but they don't have any system in place of why they're working out. So that's why New Year's resolutions, like 90% of them, they fall dead by Valentine's Day, because there's no method to reaching those goals. So I hope this next stage has helped you get from weeks 1 through 6. If you've done week 1 through 6, please let me know in the comment section. Please let me know how much that helped you. And then also, put these next 7 to 15 weeks to work. You guys have a great day.